Hi, Cascade Fellowship Christian Reformed Church. My name is Sharon Segaar-King, and this is my husband, Zachary King. We are honored to be able to have a chance to share with you our journey and how we became called as ministers of the Word. For me, my journey began long ago. I was raised in a Christian Reformed Church and eventually went and got my bachelor's degree in biology and psychology and was set to go off to med school, but had a change of heart and decided to become a children's choir director and worship song leader instead. And in that job role, I began taking classes on worship at the seminary and kept going as I became a director of education. I took classes on education, and I eventually got my master's degree in missions as I did an internship in Puerto Rico as a church planter. Then I took those classes for my master's of missions degree, and I applied them, and I further got a master of divinity degree. And then I served in Nigeria as a Veenstra seminary professor and also at Waterloo Christian Reformed Church in Ontario as a pastor for an internship. After that, we went to Haiti and served as church and leadership developers for about 12 years. And then we came back here to the United States about 7 years ago, and I have been serving as a chaplain for the last few years at Heartland Hospice and also as a bereavement coordinator there. In that role, I provide spiritual and emotional support to people who are typically in the last 6 months of their life, at least according to what a doctor thinks. And I pray with people. I provide that supportive presence. We reflect on their meaning and purpose in life. I sometimes provide communion and lead memorial services and do a lot of grief support as I journey with people to make this last chapter of their lives the best that it can be. So that's the role that I have currently as an ordained minister, is to be a chaplain and bereavement coordinator.
Hello, Congregation of Cascade Fellowship. My name is Zachary King, and you will also be calling me to serve as an ordained minister. I would like to share a little bit about my story of faith and calling. So I grew up in a Christian family in Lansing, Michigan for much of my life. However, I grew up in the Assembly of God denomination, which is a Pentecostal denomination, and took a great interest in science growing up. And so I was led to go to Calvin University, where I met my wife, Sharon, and also the Christian Reformed Church, and began to take an interest in mission and ministry. God got my attention through a couple of serious accidents, physical accidents that I had that kind of derailed my life for a time. And it was during that time that I was baptized as an adult in my church in Lansing and felt a definite call to ministry and mission especially. And so Sharon and I, after our marriage, served in a number of different roles, a few of which she mentioned in Puerto Rico and in Nigeria. I also served as an interim pastor at a congregation in Second Christian Reformed Church in Allendale, and then very significantly for 12 years in the country of Haiti. You may know a little bit about the country of Haiti. It's a beautiful country with many challenges, opportunities for mission. And while we were there raising our growing family, God taught us a lot and taught me a lot about perseverance. He taught me about trusting in Him and having faith in Him to guide our next steps in ministry, to be able to share the gospel, to equip pastors and leaders who we worked with, and to trust God through all the different upheavals, challenges, hurricanes, and earthquakes, and different things that we went through. In 2017, we came back to Michigan, and I took a job as a Resonate Global Mission Director, our denominational mission agency, and I did that for 5 years. And in 2022, I became the General Secretary of our denomination, the Christian Reformed Church. This is a position of ecclesiastical leadership, and I serve as a pastor to the churches. I provide leadership through our different ecclesiastical assemblies, and I'd like continue to cast a vision for mission in our congregations. Thank you for your prayers for us and our family.